Hey, Ken.
Close call back there.
Thanks for picking me up.
No problem. We have to take care of each other.
Yeah, we do.
Hey, about Clementine.
Yeah?
Earlier I said there's some stuff out there that might screw up a precious little girl like her.
You did.
Well, I still think that's true. But after what I saw today, I think between you taking care of her and her taking care of herself, you two are gonna be just fine.
Thanks, Kenny.
You got it.
How you doing, Carly?
I'm okay. You know, considering.
I do, yeah.
I can't stop thinking about Doug. We couldn't have saved him, could we?
I don't think so. Happened pretty fast.
I know it's stupid. We just met. And he was such a... It's just that... I think that I liked him.
Well, I'm sure he liked you too.
You better have. Anyway, I'd rather be alone, I think.
I understand.
Wait, Lee?
What is it?
How did you choose? We both needed you. You picked me.
I was gonna help you both.
But you helped me first.
Yeah, I did.
I just wish we both could have made it, you know?
Me too, Carly.
Had this minigun on his shoulder. It's all like pow, pow, pow. I thought Super Dinosaur was toast. But you know what? He wasn't. Oh, and then...
Hey, Duck, you wanna cool it for a minute?
Okay, sorry.
I'm sorry, there's not a lot of kids here.
No, it's not that. It's... I got grabbed again.
I was there, though.
I fell, and my walkie-talkie broke. Glenn had the other one.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Thanks. I know I need to be tough. I'm just sad. I know it doesn't make any sense, but it's how I used to talk to my mom and dad. And now they're gone. It's gone.
Maybe we can find you another one.
I'll just keep this one, I guess.
Lee, come here for a second.
Let me go deal with this.
Oh man, Clementine, another thing.
What do you want?
You like my daughter?
Yeah, she's great.
Well, stay the fuck away from her.
Or what?
Or, everyone will know that you, Lee Everett, are a killer. And you were before it was something you had to do to stay alive. I know who you are. And I don't give a shit about what happens to you. But if anything happens to my daughter or that little girl you've got with you, you watch your ass.
Hey, Lee, do you have a second? My dad would be dead if it weren't for you.
That guy Doug is dead because of me.
You can't be like that. You're only one man.
I don't know.
We're lucky to have you.
I hope that's the sound of us winning this thing.
Me too.
This motor inn's pretty damn defendable. We block off the entrances with some cars, keep someone on watch. We could stay here until the military rolls through.
I actually agree with that plan.
Me too.
We got beds, we got water, and most importantly, we got light. There are worse places to call home.
Yeah, you're right. You know, guys, I think it's going to be okay.
And that's the ending of the first episode. Next time on The Walking Dead. We'll see.
I thought we'd be fine if we survived the walkers. Never expected they'd starve us out.
I want you to have this, okay? In case you or Clementine starts feeling weak.
You don't owe me anything, Carly. How you doing, Clementine?
I'm really hungry, Lee.
We gotta get food, Lee. Soon.
Howdy, I'm Andrew St. John. We're from the St. John Dairy.
It's beautiful.
I never did thank you for saving Duck from the walkers back at Herschel's farm.
Something's coming, Lee. There's gonna be a war.
The walkers don't worry me as much as the bandits.
Fuck with us! Now we're gonna take what we want! There's too many of them!
You never liked my dad. Even back at the drugstore whenever you thought Kenny's kid was bit, you went out of your way to side against him.
This isn't happening! No more, please! No more, please! Please, please!
All right, who's coming back for episode 2? All right, so lied to Herschel. I didn't lie to Herschel. I didn't have an option to not lie to Herschel. 49% of players chose Duck. 48% of the players defended Kenny. 55% of the players refused the gun. Who would you save, Doug or Carly? 76% of the players chose Carly. Poor Doug. All right. Well, that was fun. Maybe I'll start playing this one. Are you two up for some more game, or are you gonna wrap it up? It's midnight. I was thinking about playing. Brennan wants me to play some Stanley Parable, so if you're up for it, I'll play some Stanley Parable.
If you do it, I'll actually join the stream.
No, it's all good, dude. You want to watch some Stanley Parable?
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
How's it going?
Oh, hi, Ashley.
So when I got to work, the power was out.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Nice. Lucky you.
So for the first hour of being there, we were closed.
How long had it been out?
It had apparently just recently gone out, because they were just getting everybody out of the store when I got there.
Oh, I have been, yeah. I just finished the first episode of Walking Dead, and Brennan wanted Stanley Parable, so we're gonna do Stanley Parable.
You were looking for a thing for your comic books? Now we have a place to put them all and look it all torn up and stuff. Wait, put this away.
All right, let's look at the options real quick. Probably too loud. Did you try to get all the endings, Athul, for Stanley Parable?
You know what? Even if you were able to be sarcastic
Oh, I said, did you get all the endings, Athul? Where's Bcash? He disappeared too? Jeez. Alright, let's go ahead and begin this. Actually, I want to look at... Yeah, but Bcash is still here. He's still around. He's probably falling asleep. Alright, here we go. Have you seen this at all yet? Oh, nice. What are you playing? It's taking a long time to load. Oh, League of Legends, nice.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-ending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had...
Whoops. Oh, I gotta fix that then. The Stanley Parable update. All right.
Viewer count 4.
Huh?
Make that viewer count 4.
Oh. All right, here we go. Stanley Parable. What ending do you want? No, it's too easy. I'm gonna do one that people might not be aware of.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that.
The confusion ending?
This couldn't go
That one's
anywhere
basically you
except
just don't
badly.
do what you're told.
The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes. All of his co-workers were gone.
This one.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
I don't think
Perhaps
this
he
is
had
the
simply
room.
missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
I think it's no.
Maybe it's only in a certain layout.
It might be.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Sneaking around at the speed of sound.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Drinking it all in. Funny. Look at what time it is.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Go in there. There's a separate thing in the room.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Let's go the way he doesn't tell us to go.
Doesn't it kill me?
It doesn't. Maybe.
Is this the I didn't think this was the confusion ending.
I don't think this is the confusion ending. It might be.
I wanted to do a different ending.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left. Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake. No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
Oh, jeez.
That one just went back here.
Now, let's see. We went down, right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Oh.
This is
No. This
Whoops.
isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes.
I closed them.
Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable.
You told me to close my
Rather than
eyes.
waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning.
No!
And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
From the top. This wasn't the ending I wanted to do.
It's okay. So you can just...
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
There we go.
We did it. We're getting
Got it.
Oh, maybe.
Oh, it's got to be when it's raining outside. That's right. I think.
No, I think it's because the confusion ending was activated.
Ah.
They got rid of that feature because it's activated. Now we're doing the confusion ending.
When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors?
Nope.
Did you move the story somewhere, or...
What?
Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm
Why-
the one who wrote the story.
Huh?
It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay,
Huh?
then. It's an adventure.
Yay!
Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Let's go this way. This way. That looks good. No, let's go this way. That way? No, that looks bad. Can we go? We can still go back. This way.
You can actually get to really random places.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on.
What are you talking about? This is an amazing adventure.
There definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again?
No.
Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this.
Hey, we made it back!
Give it a shot. Why not?
Oh, damn it.
Sometimes you can go completely straight and you end up behind yourself. It's really
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I'll try it another time.
They really wanted to show you that.
Go! Uh-oh. The doors are gone.
Yep, it's worse.
Yep.
I might be
It's
remembering this wrong.
Okay,
It's
yep,
possible the
worse.
story is back where we just came from.
Okay.
Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything? Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes. No, wait, never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez.
Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley?
Huh?
Do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win!
Yay!
Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job. Oh, no. No, I don't feel
All
right.
right. Resume
About
the
this
game.
at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square,
That's
and
right.
this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Oh, man. He's messing everything up. He keeps restarting it. Oh, this'll work.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Okay. We can do this.
You see, the line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story?
Yes.
Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Oh, jeez.
Cut the music. Go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story.
No, it's not.
Make sure
Liar.
you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Good? I'm out of here.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell? Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
No.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Okay. Let's go.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
I'm a unicorn, and you're my overbearing yet protective
Oh, no,
owner.
not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story.
I agree.
No lines or monitor rooms.
Fuck the line.
Just don't acknowledge it. We should be fine.
Wish I could jump. Line. Run. It's gone. Wow. It's aggressive.
It broke through the ceiling. It's aggressive.
Oh, Jesus.
A choice. We get to make a decision.
Yes.
From here, the story is in our control.
I would like to level up my...
important we mustn't squander the opportunity.
Something.
In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute.
I ain't freaking walking in circles. What the hell was that?
So I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere,
Big noise.
the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here.
What?
And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going?
No.
And since the answer is clearly yes,
yes,
then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one.
Excellent.
Another victory for logic.
That's right.
Come, Stanley. Our destiny awaits.
Yeah. Oh. What?
Hold up. What's
You can
this?
actually continue descending from here.
The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be.
Both doors
I don't
led
want
in
the
here.
game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped. Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule?
Yes.
How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination.
We're going to try
So
a different
I
ending.
hope that's where
I
we
got it
are
in my
right
mind
now.
which one we're going to do next.
We'll find out, won't we? Eventually.
It's a secret
in the
one.
meantime,
Oh! Oh man, that was loud.
Just tell me what you do.
Do nothing and watch.
all of his co-workers were gone.
First, we're going to try
What
this.
could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers. At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes.
I praise
So,
the game for its
now that
insightful
you're
and
here,
witty
what do you
commentary.
think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in?
Nothing here.
Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know how to say this politely, but you could literally just hit escape and restart the game any old time you want.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Done.
Done. Okay. Are you gonna try to get the whiteboard ending?
No. I can't remember how to do the whiteboard ending.
I know how to do the whiteboard ending.
Is there a particular room you have to start in?
Yeah, and then you literally just go to the left.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It's the blue one.
Yeah, and then you just find a door, and when you open it, you get the developer console. Or at least it tells you how to get the developer console. You gotta go into the properties and change it to...
I actually was just looking for the paper on the floor ending, or the paper on the floor start.
Where there's like just a bunch of papers on the floor?
Yeah.
Why?
There it is. Because I think it's funny.
A soft wind blew outside and perhaps rain started, and if it did, it stopped shortly after. Stanley hoped that he would one day see weather. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Excuse me.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might come
That's
to
the
a
death
staircase.
ending down that
Stanley
way.
walked upstairs to his boss's office.
This is the one.
Oh, the one where you escape the boss office and escape the game? Yep.
That's the one I'm going to try to do it. It's really hard.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again
Dang it.
stunned to discover not an indication of any human
Yeah,
life.
I've done it before too, but I screwed up. We'll try again.
That's why I wish they had the feature.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had
I
simply
can't hardly
missed
hear
a
what you're
memo.
saying, so don't worry about it.
Wait, you can't.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go
Come
up to
on.
his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Alright, here we go. The elevator.
Stepping in.
There we go, we got it. Alright, let's go back. This is the escape one. The escape ending, I think.
Where you escape.
Run, Stanley, come on! Coffee. Coffee on the floor.
For escaping, you are now leaving the Stanley Parable.
Take the stairs. Wonder how high I have to go.
760.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, because it said at the first one. 759. One more to go. 760.
Escape pod.
Escape.
There it is.
This ending is glitched.
Why? What do you mean?
Look at the bottom of the screen.
Yeah?
It's white.
So?
So I don't think it's meant to be that way. It looks like it should be like a little cutscene. It's just black. Looks like you're out of bounds to me. Like in some Gmod maps when they go out of bounds.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
Hurry
he entered the
up.
door on his left.
We gotta win. As
Yet there was
fast
not a
as
single person here
possible.
either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Time to get on the elevator.
How do you do that?
How do I do what?
How do you open the door?
Hit E.
I didn't know that was possible.
Ride the elevator. All done. Let's see where we've arrived. Huh. We've gone nowhere.
The moment he entered his manager's office, Stanley froze in his tracks. Not a living soul anywhere. Could he
Yeah,
really
but then he
be
throws
all
a fit
alone?
if you hit it too early.
This was too much for Stanley to take. Too much for any man to take. He fell to his knees, bursting into half moans.
Whoops.
Now you're not gonna do it. Oh no. You're going to fail.
Half sobs, the guttural retching of life from a man denied any hope, any reason to keep going. Here on the floor, he lay prone, paralyzed by fear for nearly a full hour. But when at last he began to move about and survey the situation, he found a keypad behind the boss's desk.
Yay!
What could it mean? Was it a sign of hope for Stanley's future? Alas, it was not. For although this keypad guarded the terrible secret of Stanley's past, it had been assigned a 4-digit code so devious and so random that no man could ever hope to guess it. 2845. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music. Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway. Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Yep.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death. The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Loading.
This is what hell's gonna be like.
This is what hell is gonna be like. I'm in hell. Oh no, I'm in hell.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly. And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Alright, that's it. I'm done. I'm done streaming for the night. Thank you all for joining. See you all later. That's pretty much it. I'm not really doing anything else. Okay. Alright, bye-bye.